Hello all. I already did the unboxing. The video, I messed that up. So today in the mail I got Secret Society Supervillains number 6. So I actually have the last issue for this series coming in the mail. So when it comes in, I'll do a video. That whole series will be done. So another good Bronze Age series out done complete. Been working up here. It's pretty rough when Keegan's up here. Oh, I want to put stuff on my. He drives me nuts. I mean, I'm trying to keep him, I'm trying to get him into reading, and he's starting to read some stuff, but he still doesn't take care of stuff well. I gave him an old Spider-Man book. It was in very good condition. Now it's in poor condition. I keep trying to tell him, he's talking about he wants this book, he wants that book. And I told him, I said, I won't give him any book anymore until if he can, I don't mind if I give him something like my buddy Lou gave me this. It's in poor condition, but it's still Star Wars number 2. I'd give this to Keegan to read just because of the condition it's in. I already have a copy of it. He likes Star Wars, so I might give that to him. Put it in a bag and board first. Even though I'll give him a junk bag and board, like a beat up one. Because I'm actually running out of supplies as well up here. I only have like 100 Silver Age bags and boards left. I got a ton of Golden Age, but I only use them for when. Same thing with. I can't help but laugh when I think about it. Same thing with Treasury bags and boards. If you know, years ago, I bought 1,000 of them. So I got like enough Treasury bags. In fact, I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done with all the treasuries. But the bags come in handy. I mean, you get some oversized trades, and they don't want to fit in a Golden Age. You get a treasury. You get a treasury thing, and you just tape the sides and tape it up in there, and at least that'll be, taken care of. It's in plastic, protected. I have so much. I ain't sleeping good. In fact, my legs are bothering me. I just want to redo this video and get downstairs, take a little bit of garbage down. There's a lot of work still to be up here in the attic. I just keep procrastinating since I got most of it. I can come up here. I can sort my books. My books are all in, like I said, I got them all going in nice order. Just that I have a lot of stuff that's got to get put away into the attic, toy-wise. I have to get boxes for it. But I got Funko Pops. They're in boxes everywhere around here. I got swords that got to get put away. All that stuff's all taken away from the middle of the comic books. I was down there sorting some of the toys on the shelves. I actually have to screw in these bad boys better. I do want to hang some stuff in the holes, like little small little trinkets that can hang from the ceiling. Thinking about bringing a couple of the models I have hanging from the garage, like my Millennium Falcon and the 2 TIE Fighter. Put it between the two, make it, because I'm not going to use the center of this, so might as well display. Excuse me. Display some stuff. But that's where this attic is going. I mean, slowly. I'm almost up to 35,000 comic books into the collection, which is I have to redo this because I bought some books that said I didn't have in my collection, and then found out when I went to put them away, hey, there they are. And I found some books that I had that I found that I should have had in my collection that I actually gave away or traded away. And that's the big me. I really don't want doubles in my collection. And if I have a double that's autographed or a double that's, like a variant, that's fine. But I'm not one. I don't need 10 copies of Spider-Man 300. I got my one copy. That's it. I'm not in this. Haven't been collecting to turn around and make it. If I was in it for money, a lot of my big books would be gone. I would have sold them a long time ago. I probably would have a business going by now. But I was never in this collection to make money, really. If that was the case, I'd be making money instead of like constantly buying and being in the poorhouse. I just saw Rick shot a Facebook video, and I hear you, brother. I've been collecting for a very long time, and I do good with how much I make a year. I mean, I really do really good for how much I make a year. Let's put it this way. I get $1,000 a month on disability. My wife works 70 hours a week. I don't make a lot of money. I'm very, very frugal on how I spend, how I put my collections together, and how I go looking for books. Most of the time when I go to flea markets, I actually come back like sort of depressed and like disgusted because I see some of the prices, and I'm like, then they wonder why they don't sell any comic books. It's like, you get books, move them. Like I think that's what I'm probably gonna end up thinking about doing in the long run. Save money and start buying collections and doing what I see people on Facebook doing. Put what I want in my collection, and then all the other stuff. Say I get another Spider-Man 300. Well, say I bought a long box of comic books off of somebody. I paid $300 for it. That's just to say, that's a number. I'll just throw that number out there. Happened to be there's this first Venom in there. I already have it. Well, I'm not going to want, as far as I'm concerned, I'll take what books are in my collection. $300 is what I paid for the box. I'll go through the bloody box. See if I can say I managed to get $700 worth of comic books in that box for $300. I'm not gonna sell the other books for $700. I'll long as I get the money and make a profit over it, a small profit, that's fine. Long as I move them all. That's all I get, because I don't want doubles. Doubles do add nobody good, period. If they're in your collection, all they do is take up time, space, and they collect dust. That's why I have, I got 35,000, almost 35,000 books in my collection here. But I have 10 long boxes of doubles out in my garage that do me no good whatsoever. And I have to look at what I have into them. And I've been trying to move them now for like a buck or two a book for years. And I get people coming in, hey, I just want all they're looking for is the expensive stuff or older stuff that they can turn around and flip. I mean, I've been selling to people now for a while. And that's all I see is people coming to my house that just want to make a profit off of me. I can do the same thing. I can throw the stuff on eBay if I really wanted to. It's just that I don't mind helping other collectors out. Like my buddy Anthony, I don't know how many times I sold him my double X-Men and stuff. I mean, I sold, and the sad thing is he turned around and needed money. He ended up selling them, and it really upset me. But I understood that he needed the money. But over the years, I mean, he got a lot of great keys off me for dirt cheap, brother discount. And I'm like, I'm for one, like anybody who ever gave me anything, still in my collection. Ben gave me a Catwoman statue 10 years ago. Still in my collection. I'll never get rid of it. Now, if I die, and that I have no control over what happens to me when I pass away, but anything that anybody has ever given me, Pete gave me a bunch of Spider-Man books. He gave me a mask toy. He gave me a Spider-Man car. I'll never get rid of that stuff, because you know what the sad thing is? When I look through stuff and I see it, I go, yeah, Pete gave me that. Ben sent me that. My buddy Anthony bought me this from my buddy Al. He gets me stuff when he'll go, hey, do you have this? And I'm like, no. And then he'll pick me up stuff like Brian. My buddy Brian gave me all his He-Man figures. I got He-Man. I got GoBots from him. Some Thundercats. Never get rid of them. And if I ever do a display or ever have a museum, I'm gonna put down on it, given to me by Brian Gaileski and his family, and I'll have a picture of Brian if I ever do that, because to me, my buddy Lou gave me two Shogun, giant size Shogun warrior figure, giant size Godzilla, the Alien doll. He gave me Big Jim stuff. He gave me the Spider-Man helicopter from the 70s, the Spider-Man with the mechanic Spider-Man with the light. I still have all that. And he gave me the Fonz. Of course, he lost the clothing for it, so I had to track down. But now I have an Arthur Fonzarelli doll with clothing. So, but I plan to one day have my dream of a museum/store come to fruition. Even if it kills me. I even talked this over to my daughter and even Keegan. Because I don't care if Keegan's 10, 12, 5, 10 years down the road when he was a teenager. I would love to have something that's its own entity that can survive past me, that can keep going. And I see these people like this place on Facebook. This guy on Facebook has a museum out in Illinois. And back when he had it at his house, he had no rhyme or reason. Now he's got like a strip mall. And it's still no rhyme or reason how he throws stuff together. And I'm like, wow. Like, I would love to have all the comic books flat displayed. Like, I mean, have a humongous... My idea would have like a shrine like Cooperstown, dedicated to the pop culture. Have wings. Like, that's my dream. That's like my ultimate dream in the whole world, is to have a complex like that here in PA, which is 5 hours. Where I live is 5 hours from Pittsburgh, Buffalo, New York, Boston, DC. I mean, 5-hour drive ain't that bad. People can come. People go all the way to Canton, Ohio, Cooperstown, New York, to the Hall of Fames and that to see memorabilia and see stuff. So I'm like, I've been collecting for a long time, and I not only have comics, I have cards, toys, video games, all stuff from when I was a kid. And the sad thing is, like, I made the comment about how I wish I could try to find. I see the stuff up and people want an arm and a leg. And I've had people that, they find out about me and they're like, you want to, they give me, some people even knock money off me. And I'm like, that's good, because my board games, I have over 500 board games now. Like I said, 35,000 comic books. I don't do cards like I used to. I just have what I have. And if a card set I happen to come up that I don't have shows up, I might pick it up of the older stuff, but I don't want nothing newer, nothing new, because all the new stuff, as far as I'm concerned, even comics, cards, everybody buys it nowadays now. Puts it in plastic, puts it in sleeves, puts it in, bags, and boom, they hold on to it, and it's a lot of stuff doesn't even, it's not even out a week, and they want triple what it's worth already. Now, if I'm going to spend money on something, I'd rather buy something older. Like, I made a comment a long time ago about the comic books. There are enough comic books already made since they started making comics, right? I don't have to buy a single issue that ever comes out with the prices. I can buy thousands of books that have already been printed out, that are already out there, and I can collect until I die and not get them all finished. And I don't understand how somebody, I got to buy, this one guy made a post on Facebook, the comic collecting thing. He's looking for 2 newer issues. One was a Batman 66 variant cover, and one was a Wonder Woman variant cover. And I want to know why the guy's like, well, I looked up the one Wonder Woman. There's 2 people on eBay. They want over $1,000 for the variant Wonder Woman cover. And I'm like, I go, the day I pay over $1,000 for a book that's new, that's not even out 10 years, is the day I think I'm going to walk myself into a mental institution, have my head checked out, because to me, that's just nuts. Like I said, everybody buys a book nowadays and it goes in a bag and a board. The only thing that makes it scarce is because people are sitting on them. That's it. The sad thing is, time-wise going, nobody lives forever. Most people don't want what people leave with them. That's why you're always seeing collections up for sale, toy collections up for sale, because people just don't want it. They don't want to deal with everything. And I love these guys that post their thing. They go to estate sales and then they haggle people down big time. Where just one toy is worth $500, and they'll haggle a person down and get the whole bloody collection of, say, G.I. Joes, Transformers. They'll get all these big things, and then they'll sit there and they'll brag on their channel. And people think I'm rich, but, if I told you what I paid for this stuff and how long ago I paid, like, people, you got first appearance of Venom. You must have, I paid the cover price for it. I've been collecting since I was 15 years old. I'm 52 now. It's one of these things that people just don't understand. They only just see what's right in front of them now, and they don't see the broad picture. And that's the biggest thing that's hard.
I need help.
You need help.
Yes.
Yeah, you give me here. I have to actually get a new set of chargers for these bad boys, because the rechargeable batteries don't want to. There you go.
Thanks.
We're going to be going to pick up Gigi in a minute. I got to go pick up the granddaughter from school. I had to shave his head because he wanted me to do Spider-Man webs in his head. After he liked it, and I thought it was terrible looking. So I was like, nope, shave your head down. You'll be almost as bald as Pop Pop.
Yeah, so we can be twins.
Yeah, we can be twins.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I had to tie my shoe. But you need to get your... Yeah, you can be twins. Except he's got more hair. He'll always have more hair than me. So, yeah, you know that? You have more hair on your head than I do now.
Like, we have the same mouth.
No, we don't. We don't have the same mouth. But...
I'm not going to shave.
You're not going to shave?
No.
Well, I hope you don't shave. Yeah, I don't want him shaving. What? You're going to be what?
Joe.
7?
Yeah, I'm going to be 7.
7 in a month. Actually, in the end of because he's a leap year baby.
Yeah, I get to pick what day my birthday on.
Technically not. Every 4 years you don't. It shows up every 4 years. So every 4 years you don't get to pick what day your birthday's on.
Then why on kindergarten?
3 years out of every 4 years you get to pick what day we want to have your birthday party on.
Wait, what day? So the day...
Because your birthday only shows up once every 4 years. So
did
technically...
Jonna have her birthday before me?
Yes, because Jonna was born in January. You were born in February.
Wait, was I born before Gigi?
Yes.
So that's why I'm older than her?
Yes, that's why you're older than her. Yes, that's how it works.
But Lexi was born before me, so...
That's why she's older than you, yes. And that's why I'm older than her. And Nan is older than me. And my dad is older than all of us. That's how, the sad thing is, I'm sure when I was a kid I asked the same questions. And it's funny because I look now and... Oh, he has to pull the snake out. Okay, but... what are
you doing?
Yep. But, can't help but laugh. Okay, but we got to go pick up Gigi from school. I got to be there at 2 o'clock, and it's already 5:02. So, as always, I thank you guys for viewing and subscribing. King Joe out.